Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So sekali lagi bersama-sama dengan kami ANSARA Taiping untuk program ANSARA Muda Higher Education Talk Series yang bertajuk Study Abroad Tips, and today we have our ex-MRSM Taiping student from Korea, insyaAllah. First of all, terima kasih pada para peserta yang ada di platform Zoom dan juga Facebook Live ANSARA Cawangan Taiping. Bagi yang belum follow, sila follow Facebook, Instagram dan juga channel YouTube kami ANSARA Taiping ataupun ANSARA TEPEN untuk info-info perkembangan terkini ANSARA Taiping. Before anything, mari kita buka majlis kita malam ini dengan umur kita Al-Fatihah. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Baik, sebelum mula majlis dan sebelum menjemput speaker kita malam ini, saya mewakili pihak ANSARA Taiping ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada rakan strategik ANSARA Taiping iaitu Unit Bimbingan dan Kaunseling MRSM Taiping sendiri, Amans Media, TNF Energy Sendirian Berhad dan juga Outpost Taiping. Okay, let me introduce our speaker for tonight. Kita ada Mr. Fatdzirul Izzat bin Abdul Radzi, ataupun lebih mesra dipanggil Fat atau Izzat, betul, dari SPM Batch 2016. Beliau merupakan third year student, currently doing his bachelor degree in software di Sungkyunkwan University, and he is also a Mara scholar. So for all participants, kalau ada sebarang soalan, boleh letakkan soalan anda di Zoom dekat chat, ruangan chat, ataupun bagi yang mengikuti kami di Facebook Live, boleh juga komen untuk sebarang soalan. Alright, tanpa membuang masa, saya serahkan skrin pada speaker kita. Silakan type.
Okay, sebentar ya, bagi saya share skrin dulu.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, jadi Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. 안녕하세요. 저는 이zzat이라고 합니다. 지금 성대에서 다니고 있고 이렇게 여러분들이 만나서 너무 반갑고 즐겁습니다. Okay, jadi nama saya Fatdzirul. Saya tasik terus lah. Nama saya Fatdzirul Izzat. Sekarang tengah teruskan, sekali lagi saya ulang, saya sedang meneruskan saya punya Bachelor in Software atau Bachelor of Software in Sungkyunkwan University lah di South Korea. Okay, so sebelum saya mulakan majlis, saya nak ucapkan tahniah kepada student-student yang dapat result SPM seminggu lepas, betul ke? Hari Khamis lepas kan, kalau saya tak silap. Tahniah, tak kira korang punya result straight A+ ke, tak kira 9A ke, 8A ke, 7A, it doesn't matter, you guys did your best and you know, there's always a path for you lah. Okay, jadi saya juga nak ucapkan terima kasih juga pada Unit Bimbingan dan Kaunseling dan ANSARA Muda kerana sudilah menjemput saya, memberi saya peluang lah untuk share hari ini. Okay, semua nampak skrin saya okay kan? Saya harap okey lah. Okey, jadi sebelum tu saya explain lah kenapa South Korea, kenapa datang belajar dekat Korea Selatan. Okey, benda ni saya selalu dengar, saya pun as a student, kalau saya datang sini pun lecturer saya pun tanya. Kalau orang tanya, saya balik Malaysia pun, saya jumpa cikgu-cikgu, saya jumpa kawan, semua orang tanya kenapa belajar kat South Korea. Okay, so I know this is a bit skema sikit, tapi it is true that Korea ni has been recognized globally for its excellence in education lah. So kalau kita boleh tengok, according to PISA, Korea is ranked number 1 in mathematics, number 2 in reading, and number 4 in science. So kalau macam program-program yang dekat South Korea ni, yang related to mathematics, reading, science, contohnya engineering, computer science, literature, diorang even like courses that related to the medical field such as pharmacies, South Korea is quite acknowledged as a country for the education lah. And I won't say, of course lah, dia bukan nombor 1, dia bukan nombor 2, but I will promise you that it is one of the top country for you to come and learn lah these courses. Okay, so selain tu, apa lagi? So according to Pearson juga, South Korea is ranked number 1 overall when it comes to cognitive skills and educational attainment. Number 2 in cognitive skill and number 1 in educational attainment lah. So okay, this is all statistic and people don't really like understand kan what I'm trying to give you guys a picture of. But I would personally answer my personal reason on why I choose to study in South Korea lah. Okay, so to me, what's great about South Korea is because after the South Korea ataupun Korea itself had a war with the Japanese and also with Japan and also with the North Korean, they had a really bad downfall of economic waktu itu. All their field are burned, bangunan diletupkan during 1960s. And different from Malaysia, somehow experienced almost the same thing. Tapi we are rich in our natural resources. So maksudnya kita rich in petroleum, we are rich in our hutanan, balak semua. So when it comes to natural resources, Malaysia is really good and Malaysia pergi ke arah agriculture. But different from Korea, they are really lack of the natural resources because of what happened with the Japan and the North Korea. So they ran to technology. They ran to technological development and also they ran to improve their economy. So that's why since the 1960s, diorang punya economy growth rapidly increase and diorang punya technical development pun they rapidly go as far as like we can see right now. And that's why I want to learn in South Korea so that I can learn what is it that they know that we don't have, what is it that they teach more, or what is it that they value yang kita as a Malaysian we don't have. And I want to bring that back to Malaysia lah. So yeah, that because of that you can see like big companies such as like Samsung, like the greatest competitor for Apple. You can see Hyundai, you can see Dyson, you can see LG. These companies are among the companies that that grew together with Korea, and I want to bring that lah, all of that to Malaysia lah. Okay, so again talking about education, what is that South Korea can I would say the pride, what is South Korea take pride in is the educational facilities. Okay, so as you can see on the right, this is a picture of a library. This is just a library in my university, in Sungkyunkwan University. And at this library, kalau tengok belah kanan, this is how it looks in the inside lah. And what I like about Korea is they take serious when it comes to education, and they take into consideration everyone's opinion. Meaning, yang macam library ni, every floor is designated to a different type of study style. Okay, contohnya, let me explain. Dekat B1, which is below this floor, below what you can see on your right here is the B1 floor. Okay, so the B1 floor is a floor where untuk orang yang study senyap, orang yang jenis tak suka macam mana waktu study dia nak study seorang, so and senyap semua, so semua orang yang jenis study macam tu akan study kat B1. So itu bunyi senyap gila, like at the point kalau pen jatuh pun semua orang is going to jeling you because that is a place untuk semua orang senyap. Tapi atas dia, the first floor is tempat untuk orang yang jenis study macam lepak-lepak, jenis yang suka nak study kat cafe. So like sini tak nampak because it was like the place is on the other side of the first floor, tapi there's like a robot yang buatkan you drinks, and there's like tables so that you can study while drinking coffee, and also sometimes ada classical music performance juga, just for you to relax while studying dengan classical music. That kind of atmosphere lah yang dia cipta untuk the student. On the second floor and the third floor is untuk student-student yang jenis study the library, the typical library, orang kata apa, environment. So kalau jenis yang suka merujuk, you like the environment yang ada rak-rak buku semua, then that is all the second floor and third floor punya tempat lah. And also kalau korang nampak nampak tak macam kotak-kotak kuning tu kan? Kotak kuning is actually study room yang you guys can book. And also untuk orang yang jenis study, yang suka present, pakai yang jenis macam suka ajak-ajak kawan, learn together, you can book that kind of room and you can have the whole room to yourself, dia kedap bunyi. So you can book that room kalau jenis study macam tu. And also at the fourth floor is a place untuk berehat. Meaning that they literally sediakan beanbag, sofa, kadang-kadang disediakan bantal and selimut juga just for you guys to rest. So kalau korang penat study, you guys can go to fourth floor, tidur kejap and then turun bawah sambung study. There's also like a cinema untuk kalau korang sewa CD, korang boleh tengok juga kat situ. And lastly, yang atas sekali is like the fifth floor. Kalau korang perasan fifth floor ni macam terasing daripada semua is because fifth floor is specially made untuk buat bising. So the fifth floor ada table-table untuk korang, buat discussion, just yang jenis study group lah. And dia nak jenis study group and sometimes you need that white noise kan, macam bising-bising sikit. So yeah, fifth floor is for you. And again, when I say they take into consideration this library, this was during pre-COVID lah. Right now there are some closing time, but pre-COVID times it was open 24/7. Korang boleh study malam ke, siang ke, petang, any type. So macam tak kira lah korang jenis study style, you are included. Your study style is included so that you can have the best experience when it comes to studying. Okay, this is just my uni lah. Okay, so this is the first. Yes, saya.
So library tu dia tak labeled by courses lah each level. Maknanya it's by style kan?
Yes, by style.
Do you have a cafe in your library?
Yes, at the first floor, sini tak nampak, but it was dia orang kata bandar, the opposite side of the itulah.
I see, alright.
I think the main point yang I like about that cafe is because there's no barista, it's literally a robot making a coffee for you. It's quite interesting, it's quite fun. Kadang-kadang beli saja nak tengok robot tu buat je.
Macam startup, tiba kan?
Yeah, it's actually pretty similar to the startup one.
Okay, proceed. Thank you.
Okay. So yang korang nampak ni, this is yang first floor. So untuk siapa yang macam tak ada komputer, you guys can pakai kat sini untuk study like together, bukanlah together, macam you guys can pakai the komputer yang sediakan. Tapi kalau ada komputer sendiri but still want this kind of like a personal kind of environment, there's a room right beside this one that similar je apa yang korang nampak, just without the computer. So kalau nak pakai laptop sendiri boleh, nak pakai komputer yang disediakan pun boleh. And all of these seats untuk yang I cakap tadi, everything can be booked online. So sebelum datang you dah save dah your seat and you can book up to 24 hours lah. So kalau during musim exam, Koreans really take serious, like I said, Korean take serious when it comes to studying. So you guys kan nampak orang bawa brus gigi, bawa bantal kecil untuk diorang study. Dia orang penat, diorang tidur kejap, dia bangun sama study. Okay, but jangan takut, it's just the Korean, you don't have to do the same thing. You just proceed with your study style lah. Okay, but ini just my uni. This is my again, my uni takes pride in engineering courses, computer science courses, and also finally we are tiba-tiba other than engineering, we also really good at pharmacy. So that's she. This is Hanyang University. Hanyang University takes great pride in their mechanical engineering and also electrical, more to the engineering part, and robotic, because Hanyang literally the university motto is motors engine of Korea. So diorang punya main partner is Hyundai, and my university main partner is Samsung. So dekat Samsung tu nanti I cerita more lah about Samsung ni. Okay, and this is also dekat Hanyang. Okay, apa yang korang nampak biasanya kalau korang tengok drama Korea, like this is actually kalau apa korang tengok drama Korea dekat university tu sama je sebenarnya. This is what we typically see as a student kat sini lah. Nampak orang jalan pakai jumper, they are cheese, nature, they try to incorporate nature dalam diorang punya landscape designing. Okay, so this is like the typical sini lah. Okay, this
diorang tanya, can you bring outside food to your library?
Yes, I wouldn't say food is allowed, but I would say drinks is obviously allowed. Kalau food tu berbau kan, tapi kalau tak kira lah, kalau nak bawa kopi ke, air masak ke, boleh sebab coffee is a culture here in South Korea lah. So it's typical to see everyone drinking coffee. Anywhere Korean would macam tak ada, I tak pernah jumpa satu Korean pun yang tak suka coffee. So that's why dia benarkan kalau nak bawa coffee cakap.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Kalau I'm sorry kalau I just cakap cepat.
It's okay.
Just do remind me. Okay, this is Korea University. Korea University is one of the Sky University. So kalau korang tahu, there are three that Korea is really proud of. The three universities are Sky Universities. S is for Seoul National University, K is Korean University, and Y is Yonsei lah. This is Korea University. Kalau kau pasal setiap uni dia ada konsep dia sendiri lah. My university go for like nampak advance, nampak maju lah. But this university focus on try to go to the European kind of feeling. So dia nampak macam sedikit UK sikit kan. Ada kind of feeling macam Cambridge punya feeling macam tu lah. But yeah, setiap uni ada dia punya style lah. This is Concord University. Concord University takes pride in the literature and arts punya bahagian. So kalau korang masuk under Mara Scholar ke ataupun any scholar in animation, arts, fashion, so you guys would most probably go to Kyunghee or this university lah, Concord University. And Concord University ni is really famous untuk tempat drama Korea dirakam. So kalau kau nampak drama Korea kat university, mostly it's in Concord, and also kalau kau di sini pun kau nampak lah randomly orang ada casting crew be around tengok-tengok tempat or just berlakon kat situ. So yeah. So yeah, that is on education lah. Tapi obviously when bila kita belajar luar negara, that is something else other than education lah. Betul lah kita pergi luar negara ni sebab kita nak belajar. Tapi you have to release your stress, you have to experience the study abroad experience. You have to take all you can get that kind of experience lah. And this is one of among the things yang I nak share you guys what I did. This is me. I went to Jeju waktu ni, 4 of us. It's like me with my friends, and the 4 of us went to Jeju. This is how it looks. Korea to me it's a place that kalau korang datang situ, it's a place that have it all lah to me. Pulau ada, pantai ada, kalau suka mendaki, gunung ada. Macam you can experience all the activities yang you can think of, semua ada kat Korea. Cuma beza tempat, and it's not really that far pun. Macam Jeju is just like one flight away, just 1 hour flight away. Busan is just like 1 hour flight away juga. Like all the travel tempat dia is really near, and Korea is compared to Japan, US and UK, Korea low cost lah. Dia punya living cost is lower. So kalau you guys nak travel pun with the allowance ataupun kalau korang kumpul, the chance untuk korang travel tu ada lah kalau datang ke Korea. Okay, seterusnya. I also like to share, this is a place called the Hanggang River. I think some of you tahu. So kalau after exams, midterm, final, you can see, students datang sini, picnic, just to release their stress. Sebab, like I say, diorang take serious in study, but they also take serious in diorang punya mental health and physical health juga. So my favorite thing to do here is actually, I like to after maghrib, I terus datang sini, bentang tikar bentang tikar and just sleep under the sky lah with my friends. I rasa kalau you guys tanya students yang belajar overseas ataupun yang belajar in a 4-season country, around spring ataupun around fall, that's like the best thing to do lah, to just sleep under the night sky. To me that's like the most incredible feeling lah kalau belajar dekat negara-negara yang ada 4 season ni. Okay, seterusnya, kalau korang risau on culture shock dekat culture shock ke ataupun you guys risau untuk lonely ke apa, don't worry. In South Korea kita orang ada student body yang bekerja directly under the Malaysian Embassy lah. So the student body is called PPMK, Persatuan Pelajar Malaysia Korea. So we always host a program almost every week, setiap hari ada program, tak kira Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, Christmas, hari sukan, hari kebudayaan, Iftar Perdana, Hari Raya, all jenis sambutan is there, and almost always every 2 weeks there's an opportunity untuk you get involved lah. Because we tried to, sebab macam kalau korang tahu, kalau belajar kat negara ni, we don't really have that experience macam kita belajar kat Malaysia yang MPP, student kat body kat university kat Malaysia ni host program, host festival untuk korang attend. Tapi we try to do that in South Korea. We try our best to incorporate that so that you can experience that too. Korang dapat experience berpersatuan juga. On the left side ni is a picture during our annual dinner. So during this dinner, we acknowledge korang punya academic achievement, curriculum achievement, korang punya excellence lah. Overall excellence, you guys are going to be acknowledged. We are going to give awards. And also it's just a place untuk kita sebab, even though we have so many events, obviously there are limited places. Apalagi time corona, places are always much more limited than ever. So this is just a night so that everyone could have the opportunity to attend and just meet each other lah. Sebab kita kan belajar, we don't really have, sometimes we don't have time untuk meet everyone. So yeah, this is the time kita berkumpul lah. On the right side, this is me with my team. I was the a bureau in PPMK. I was the communication and special task, which means I handle all corporate related tasks in the association. So this was my team. Currently I'm also still serving in PPMK as the honorary treasurer for the year. So kalau korang jenis yang suka berpersatuan, you guys want to give back to the community, you guys want to help others, kalau korang jenis yang suka help others, so orang kata apa, the opportunity untuk korang berpersatuan tu ada di South Korea. Different from student body kat UK, US ataupun Australia, diorang beribu, diorang punya members. But us in South Korea, our numbers are small. We are only 300 people strong, and it's easy, so you guys are given attention lah. All of the members are given attention, much more. You get to gather much more easier lah, rather than other countries lah yang biasanya student Malaysia fly into study. Okay, what I like about Korea is the on how the Malaysian embassy really take part with the student affair lah. This is waktu tu early COVID, so waktu tu Malaysia tak teruk lagi, so waktu tu Korea teruk, so we were panicking lah. To be honest, everyone was panicking. But what I like about the Malaysian embassy, they know how to react lah. They react to natural disaster in a really excellent way. So yang ni kita orang bagi the Malaysian embassy with the help of Education Malaysia Beijing, we give out free mask. Lepas tu since sebab corona we can't really gather untuk iftar perdana, so we give out free food so that at least even though kita tak kumpul, but our hearts is with everyone lah. So yeah, this was about among the things I love about Malaysian embassy there. Kalau tengok His Excellency the Ambassador of Malaysia in Seoul also here. The pegawai pendidikan and pelajaran and pendidikan and latihan di Seoul also attended. His Excellency's wife Datin also came. So yeah, I would say the support system is really great here in South Korea. So kalau you guys need help, in terms of academic, finance, or mental health, we have even counselor there to help you in the Malaysian embassy. So don't worry, the support is always there for you in South Korea lah. The student body also would keep a close eye on you if you need any help. The student body is also there to help you guys lah. Okay, so that's on the support system. Other than that, that is the support system given ataupun provided by the Malaysian government. And this is what I would say the support system. It's tak adalah direct support system, but it's a kind of an initiative by the Korean government on how to make supaya student diorang tak stress. Okay, I'm going to be frank, you know, you guys obviously pernah tengok drama Korea pasal study like Sky Castle, and also you guys pernah dengar yang, you know, Korean punya suicide rate because of stress, because of stress due to studying or working is quite an issue. But the government is doing something lah. They always host this kind of events, this kind of like festival, just to give orang kata opportunity for students ataupun workers untuk release stress. Okay, so kat sebelah kiri ni is the Lantern Festival. This is actually a coincidence sebab dia bertindih dengan V's birthday lah. V, kalau korang tahu, is a member of BTS. Obviously everyone know BTS kan. Tapi so the two festival is held together. So this kind of festival is always being held in South Korea lah. I think every month korang boleh nampak at least satu lah. There's kimchi festival, water festival, fishing festival, ice festival, lantern festival. Banyak lah jenis-jenis festival yang ada. So kalau korang jenis yang macam stress, sebab most of our universities are in Seoul, ataupun kalau luar Seoul pun, like myself, I'm studying in Suwon, which is just sebelah Seoul, betul-betul dekat je. So you guys can travel, macam bukanlah travel, macam you guys can release stress at those tourist spot ataupun at those, sebab kita semua berkumpul semuanya dekat-dekat kan. So macam yeah, you guys can release stress. There's always a way untuk you guys untuk release your stress lah. And that is by the government. On the right side is by the university lah. This was again zaman pre-COVID, because you know COVID we can't really berkumpul. But this was the music festival yang is held by every university. Every university akan buat this music festival after midterm exam, just to help students to cope with stress after dia punya midterm exam. So waktu music festival ni ada, you know, artis-artis like Chunga, Red Velvet, I've seen Psy, Cha Eun-woo, like there's a lot of artists. Kalau you guys want to find, you guys nak to go to other university punya music festival pun boleh. It's open for everyone. The music festival is open to everyone for any university, and setiap university pun akan host this music festival lain-lain tarikh. So I think coping with stress in South Korea is not an issue lah. There's always a way for you guys to release stress lah. Apalagi kalau study kat macam most of us study kat Seoul. So Seoul is also has abundance of tourist spot, cafe. So yeah, I don't think you have to worry and stress lah kalau datang South Korea. Okay, so obviously you guys can come here if on your own money, self-sponsored. But there are quite a number of sponsors lah yang hantar student ke South Korea. So as you can see, Mara, I think Mara punya Young Talent Development Program dah tutup, but JPS program on JKPJ is still open. So kalau korang nak mohon pun still boleh. Yayasan Telkom Malaysia also still standing dia punya student kat sini. Yayasan Terengganu just recently baru start hantar a few students. I think they're still trying out overseas program. And also Study in Korea is a program called KJSP, which is sponsored by the by the Korean government lah. And Malaysian punya spot untuk KJSP is quite high lah compared to other negara. We got a quota of 18 people every year. So you guys can try your luck juga, boleh mohon juga. So kalau tengok ni Samsung is like I cakap sebelum ni, Samsung is one of our my university sponsors. So kalau you apply to my university, Samsung is going to sponsor, you get the chance to apply to the Samsung scholarship juga, which is dia sama je dengan JPA, Mara, Yayasan Telekom, KJSP, yes, semua sama je, which is dia akan tanggung you daripada you start fly sampai you habis study. And allowance pun obviously berbeza setiap scholars ikut jenis. And Dong Yang Mire is also one of the scholars yang orang kata link to KJSP. So nanti I explain sikit pasal orang kata apa sponsors on Duyamiri dengan KJSP ni. But yeah, what I'm trying to tell you guys is it doesn't matter on your results. Sometimes you guys feel down, oh I ada B, I ada C ke. There's always, I would say there's always a chance for you to study abroad. Tak kira lah, tak perlu datang Korea pun tak apa, local pun tak apa, but there's always a sponsorship for you based on your kata apa, achievements. So it doesn't matter your result, you just kena pandai cari je. Like kalau you betul-betul nak and you betul cari, there's always a sponsor for you. Tak kira lah belajar luar negara ke, local ke, there's always a sponsor. I would just nak remind you guys to keep on searching and find more opportunities. Sebab you know, rather than you guys study bayar, better dapat study free, kan?
Okay. Sorry Fat, like these sponsors on the screen kan, maybe kalau you tahu tak like the courses that they offer, contoh macam yang Terengganu you mentioned, they just starting to offer kan, mesti limited courses ke macam mana ke, you tahu ke?
Untuk Yayasan Terengganu, even my persatuan pun, the PPMK pun, we don't really have that much data. Because I'm not sure on how diorang punya permohonan lagi, sebab you know that is something new. We just pun, kita orang pun just baru dapat tahu yang diorang start to hantar this year. So, but Yayasan Telekom is based on offer. JPA and MARA of course is limited to engineering lah, engineering courses, and MARA also offer animation courses. For study in Korea or yang Miri or Samsung, it's open lah. Tak kisah korang punya minat to go to arts, engineering, semua boleh. So kalau korang tak dapat yang lain, study in Korea would KJSP ni akan buka end of the year, every year. So time tu you guys give your best, try to mohon. Don't be macam, oh I tak banyak curriculum, so layak ke mohon. No, just try. Sometimes because I say macam mana, every year dia akan ambil intake 18 orang tu, and 18 orang tu khas untuk degree sahaja. So kadang-kadang that year orang tak mohon and you guys get in, you know, just try. Don't be macam intimidated ke sebab your results, it doesn't matter. Just find a sponsors that is there for you lah.
But it is advised for them to explore more and look into more details lah kan for these respective sponsors. Okay, ada orang tanya what are the minimum requirements to study in Korea? I bet it would be very ikut course lah kot. Would you explain that further in your next slide ke? Or you?
I would, sebab kalau generally ataupun without sponsors or with sponsors, untuk apply to get a placement in Korean university, they sebab macam mana nak explain? Let me try to jongle my thoughts.
Okay.
Korean, they take an exam untuk masuk ke Korean universities. So it based on their orang punya markah. So for us foreigners to apply, it also based on our grades waktu high school. Diorang Korean universities mostly akan tengok korang punya grades during high school and not SPM sajalah. So kalau korang nak top universities macam Seoul National University, my university is also one of the top university kat Korea. So it's a bit your high school results need to be quite good lah. And kalau korang dapat masuk pun without sponsor, there are high chance untuk korang dapat scholarship juga by the university. So like that's why I remind juga the sponsors banyak, by university ada, by different companies ada. So yeah, I would say kalau minimum requirement is language requirement, and also academic requirement is based on high school results.
So when you say high school results too, by all means overall results juga lah kan, not necessarily SPM only, is it?
Maksudnya overall results. Daripada form 1 dia akan nilai. Tapi no UCT bagi minimum requirement, faham ke? Dia tak ada exact, kena ada 9, kena ada 7 kali A. Tak. They just tengok overall sebab you guys are going to get into that university and your grade is going to affect the university itself. So that's why dia pilih dia punya student juga. I think this is same with yang apply kat UK ke US. Semua you just apply, just send the results, and based on you know, everything, all the data you give, they will tell you whether you're accepted or not.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You can proceed.
Seterusnya, okay. So after I got my result SPM, to be honest, tadi you know, I tried to apply to a lot of sponsorship program, but you know, because I don't know if it is true, but you know, this is what I just think lah. Because my results is I got quite number of, you know, Alhamdulillah I got 9 A's, but I got straight A's, but still my number of A minus is there's still quite a number of A minus lah in my result. So kalau scholarship kat Malaysia yang sebab I memang personally target nak fly lah. So overseas program is a bit hard to apply using your A minus. Tapi I apply je semua because like I say, just try, like just find more. Sebab setiap tahun ada berbeza. Contohnya like my year, Maybank tak hantar, tak buka dia punya scholarship program. But CIMB buka. Tapi CIMB punya program hanya untuk like for khas ASEAN. Now CIMB ada buka another program. So it's always different every year. Just search. But after applying, only Mara got back to me. I went for the interview. I'll tell you guys more about the interview later. After dah lepas interview, I sambung my program and my preparation program lah. So the preparation program is named Pre-Korea dekat Uni KL. Uni KL ni Uni KL City Campus lah. Dekat KL, dekat sebelah Kilmore tu. Uni KL MIT. So dekat Pre-Korea ni, you have to learn 1 year, 6 months dekat Uni KL and 3 months in Ihua Women University lah. But benda ni bertukar every year. As what I was informed, right now it's supposed to be Hanyang University, dah tukar university, but it's still tertakluk pada tahun itu. Like last year, they did all 1 year, 9 months dekat Malaysia sebab you know they couldn't send Malaysia the student out early untuk ambil Korean courses dekat Korea. So diorang just take the Korean courses dekat Uni KL. And this pre-Korea program focus more on engineering, computer science and animation lah. Tapi kalau you guys masuk by self-sponsored, still pun the foundation is going to focus on these 3 lah. Sebab it is a foundation in science technology. Science and technology, that's the name of the program. Ataupun short form kan sebut Pre-Korea je, UniKL dah tahu lah. Yes, and kalau you guys under Mara, because I'm a Mara scholar, kalau under Mara, you guys can lepas 3.5 and topic level 3. Topic is a test on proficiency in Korean. So this is a Korean test untuk korang ambil and korang akan lepas level 3. Sebab level 3 ni juga adalah minimum requirement. Mara set level 3 is because the minimum requirement untuk korang apply to Korean university pun is level 3.
That is the language test lah kan?
This is the language test lah yang you guys are going to take. So dekat Pre-Korea ni lah korang akan belajar of course the physics, you know, basic engineering subjects, basic foundation subjects, and also Korean language lah. And I would say I can promise you UniKL has like the best, like the greatest support system yang I've ever experienced. Yeah, they have the greatest support system lah. I'll explain more lah. Okay, so like on this side, yang gambar kat kiri yang atas, okay, kalau korang tak understand happy anniversary, it was our batch anniversary 2 days ago, so I just used that gambar. But yang kat atas ni is we did a program, a volunteering program. We told our instructor that, you know, we wanted to do a volunteering program. Is it possible? And do we have the budget? Can UniKL, you know, give the budget, and UniKL agree to give the budget? So we did a volunteering program, cuci masjid in Melaka. Yang kat bawah ni is a Korean speech competition. So kalau korang yang minat Korean, yang betul-betul rasa belajar Korea, I think you guys know lah this Korean speech competition. There's 2 type of competition, and setiap kali, every year we always hantar wakil untuk this Korean speech competition, and every year mesti semua yang masuk semua menang. So that's how I'm trying to say is that's how good the Korean language education yang UniKL bagi. So on the right is, you know, we are taking pictures with our Korean lecturer. So waktu tu one of the lecturer punya birthday, tapi you can't just give satu lecturer hadiah and another lecturer tonton je kan. So we just give dua hadiah je. So yeah, as you can see, our lecturers pun Korean. Memang dia ambil native speaker, memang Korean native speaker yang daripada Korea untuk datang sini untuk ajar you guys the Korean language. So tak ada masalah lah, silap ajar ke, ataupun any issues, tak ada. I can promise you that there is no such issues lah. Lepas tu kalau korang jenis, the amount of support system yang dibagi is, kalau korang ada masalah study, means macam you guys tak boleh nak masuk physics, it's a bit hard for you to learn Korean language, you just can tell the instructor lah. On this side, if you can see, this is our class. Okay, we own the whole floor. Bukanlah we own lah, we conquer the whole floor. The whole floor is for pre-Korean student. So kalau kita orang cakap, kita orang macam mana susah nak belajar Korean ke, so the instructor boleh, the doctor yang merupakan like the instructor of our program, dia boleh set extra class. And also because I was among the students yang macam a bit struggle untuk belajar Korean, so I told her I need the help. So and everyone else waktu tu dah lepas topik, and they are just coming to the class as as since it's a requirement to habiskan the language program. So the doctor bincang dengan we talk about it among all of our classmates, and they all agree untuk diorang cuti, and just budak yang betul-betul need the attention untuk the more attention untuk the study je yang perlu datang. So macam bagi you guys, maybe for some benda ni macam rasa macam tak adil, but that really help us lah. That kind of support system is what I seek. Kalau if I could choose the support system in any university, that is the kind of support system I want lah. So macam waktu tu lah, we all got all the attention we need, all the one-to-one communication, on one-to-one learning. Yeah, so that's how good it is lah. So macam kalau korang decide on the preparation program, you don't have to worry kalau korang masuk the Korean program, because UniKL pre-Korean program has greater support system. Any type of help you need, they are there for you lah. Okay, so as you can see, what I like about our floor is we use this touchscreen punya board, because it's normal to use that in Korea. So they try to keep up to date lah with the technology that is the current technology that is being used. So Korean teachers pun easy nak mengajar. So yeah, that's on UniKL lah. Okay, next on my experience for the MARA interview. So after SPM, you guys, I applied for MARA punya YTP program, and I got called for the interview. Okay, so kalau korang yang dah apply, and nanti kalau ada yang dapat, I think the JPA punya interview I think similar, tapi please recheck, cari sini lain yang under JPA scholar. But I would say kalau pergi this kind of interview, just be the best version of human that is. That's my greatest tip I can give to you guys lah. Sebab I heard people will give advice yang macam, you have to prove, you have to tell them why you are the best scholar. I think for this kind of scholarship interview, I don't think that is the right advice. Sebab dia takkan tanya, why should we choose you as our scholar? No, they don't really ask that kind of question. They just, sebab you guys, they just want to see how you react, how you interact with others, how you answer, how you react to situation, benda macam tu. So my advice is be the best version of human, be a good listener, be a good team player or a leader. You have to always smile, be optimistic, and always take note of the timeline. So when I say, be a good team player, leader, when I got my personal experience, when I got, because lepas dapat tu, you guys are going to be group lah kan. So in that group, all of my members are, I would say, my group members, semua yang orang-orang bagi I, is lagi hebat daripada I. I tengok diorang tunjuk, sebab kita orang semua kena bawa like a file full of like a resume file lah. So ada semua sijil akademik, sijil curriculum. Mine was nipis and everyone else punya tebal, with diorang semua penuh dengan sijil kebangsaan and you know, penuh dengan sijil-sijil anugerah akademik. But once you got through the screening process, the interviewer won't see your academic or your curriculum anymore. I rasa kalau dia orang ambil pun, like mine dia dah ambil tapi sekejap je dia buka, dia tengok kejap tu dia tutup, dia tak tepi. Like at that time you don't have to be intimidated kalau you rasa good mate you, wah kau curriculum dia ni memang out of the world lah, memang hebat sangat lah dia ni. Please don't be intimidated, just be the best version of a human. Again, be the best version, just you know, participate. Okay, always be a good listener. Listen kalau korang nampak macam mana ada one of your members tak bagi opinion ke, tanya how about you, what do you think. Kalau you agree, cakap oh thank you, I think that's a good idea. Kalau korang tak apa agree, cakap oh that's a good idea, but do anyone else have any other opinion, so that we can you know put that into account juga, benda-benda macam tu. And also be a good team player and leader ni, what I mean is you have to see your environment jugalah. I tried my best at that time, sebab waktu tu in my group there's one guy, waktu I dapat tu, I tengok dia, he's a very very charismatic. So at that point I dah tahu dah, he is automatic, I dah tahu dah dia confirm dia jadi leader. So at that point I terus tukar mindset, I need to be a good team player. So waktu tu lah I try to give all my attention, you know, dengar everyone, apa everyone cuba sampaikan, you know, be attentive kalau ada orang perlu help, you know, give provide help, minta tolong, contohnya kalau tanya aktiviti or dia minta tolong bagi gam, take the gam. Benda-benda simple macam tu pun it proves that you are a good team player lah. Again, smile and then be optimistic. I would say just kalau sometimes you know there are things that you rasa macam nampak interview buat muka ke, don't be intimidated, you know, just smile, just be optimistic all the time. And lastly, take note of the time. Take note of the time ni I rasa banyak orang terlepas pandang kalau pergi interview, this kind of group interview lah. Sebab everyone is too focused on the task given, no one is taking time, like berapa minit tinggal. So I try to be that kind of that person yang that always remind people of the time. And macam contohnya waktu tu we were bincang the activity is kena buat jambatan. So macam everyone bincang jambatan, but I think macam they give us 15 minutes tapi 10 minit kita bincang je tak buat. So I was like, oh guys, apa kata kita start buat and we come up with a conclusion and start buat, because we only got 5 minutes left. So ada activity pun I macam tu, I macam oh guys, I think we should come up with a conclusion sekarang sebab nanti kita tak ada time untuk execution. So setiap kali I buat benda tu, I nampak dia, sebab nanti akan ada interviewer yang akan round tengok, dia akan pusing. Dan lah you je dekat dalam bilik tu, lepas tu dia pusing. You guys, setiap kali I buat tu, I always nampak dia senyum, dia macam terus buat nota sengih-sengih. So I was like, is that a good point? I hope it's a good point lah. So yeah, take note of the time. I think kalau korang dapat buat tu, you can shine lebih sikit lah. Okay, next, about the session. There's 2 sessions waktu marah interview. Okay, sometimes session ni bertukar. Kadang-kadang you kena buat second session dulu, kadang-kadang you kena buat first session. And this thing is just based on my experience that year. Every year berbeza again. So please recheck. Just jangan makan bulat-bulat what I said. This is just on my experience lah. So the first session is a team building session. So waktu team activity ni we have to build a bridge, guna straw, and we have to berlakon. So I would say waktu ni you guys just be a good team player, you know, try to help, try to give opinion, try to take opinion, try to you know elaborate kalau you setuju dengan opinion orang. Contohnya macam you ada opinion, lepas tu you know macam kalau dia cakap take benda tu guna kertas, takkan nak cakap benda sama sebab I fikir benda sama. So you elaborate kenapa you benda tu bagus, faham ke? Even though you have the same opinion, try to elaborate, try to speak lah. And also waktu acting, we have this acting session. So it was really embarrassing. So waktu tu we only have 1 girl in our team, but there's like 2 girl, like female character. So I was like, semua orang tak nak, so I was like, I want to shine lah kan. So I was like, oh tak apa, I okay je. Just I can take the, orang kata apa, the part so that, you know, I try to be a good team player kan. So I was like, oh it's okay, I try. So waktu tu I buang semua malu, I just do it. So macam kalau ada aktiviti yang macam ni, yang orang yang macam stage fright ke, buang semua malu tu at that, try to buang at that 10 minutes je, you buang, just do it, you know, just enjoy, just take part lah in the activity. Okay, so after that we have this interview session. So the interview session mostly ada dua part yang I think mainly take place, which is give opinion and current affair. So to give opinion is waktu tu my question was, you know, kalau you guys dapat call from your parent, like from your mom, and also there's someone dying in front of you, which one would you attend to? Angkat call ke tolong orang yang tengah you know, he's dying, yang tengah tercekik nak mati tu. Lepas tu, you know, ada yang jawab macam, oh mestilah tolong orang depan mata tu, takkan angkat call. Lepas tu the interviewer said, oh kalau your mom is in a near death situation juga, so you tak tahu pun whether your mom is in danger ke tak, so which one, family or stranger? So it's mostly tak ada jawapan betul. It's just they trying to let you speak, let you do your critical thinking, just try to debate. There's no right answer. Just try again, just try to be inside the conversation lah. Try to participate in the conversation. Kalau setuju, cakap, oh saya setuju dengan pendapat Ahmad. And untuk interview juga, waktu time I boleh buat dua bahasa, they don't mind. So macam, oh I setuju dengan Ahmad, I would do the same as Ahmad because kalau tak setuju, my opinion is different for Ahmad. Rather than that, I would do this because blah 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 blah. Okay. Next is diorang juga akan, lepas tu dia akan tanya around current affair. Current affair ni it's really random. So kadang-kadang dia akan tanya, some of us yang I tanya kawan I, ada yang dapat tanya pasal moral, ada yang tanya, like my group we got tanya about a law. If I'm not wrong, there was an issue about a law, macam ada controversy about the law. Lepas tu dia tanya macam, what is your opinion? I know that the law is there, but I can't remember what's the issue. So waktu ni kalau you guys tak tahu, just cakap tak tahu. Cakap, oh I don't really know about the issue, but I would like to know, can you explain more so that I can give my opinion. Benda macam tu. Sebab kalau you guys goreng, it's going to be obvious lah. Kalau korang menggoreng ni, kalau waktu interview. So try to be kata apa, jujur lah. Kalau korang tak tahu, just cakap tak tahu. Kalau korang tahu, obviously it's a plus point. Just nampaklah korang ni bagus on current affair. And also when certain question is really random, macam soalan yang ada dapat nyatakan 5 rukun negara, ataupun ada yang dapat rukun Islam ada berapa. And funnily, dua soalan ni is like the killer question waktu my zaman. Ramai gila I dengar like my friends yang ambil interview tak dapat jawab soalan tu. Dia orang punya teammate tak dapat jawab soalan tu. So don't get too nervous sampai soalan rukun negara pun you guys tak dijawab. You know, don't be too nervous, just just be the best version of a human. Okay, so that's all from me. Before that, I rasa I terlepas something untuk part unit KL. Ingat tak I cakap pasal Doyang Mire punya University punya scholarship kan? Unit KL has a special bond with Doyang Mire University. Means that diorang punya, there's 2 program which is daripada Unit KL, korang boleh terus bridging ke Doyang Mire, and ada sponsorship khas daripada Korean government which is study in Korea punya program, KJSP program yang khas untuk budak Doyang Mire yang nak gerak daripada Unit KL ke Doyang Mire. So tapi the numbers is not that big lah. So kalau korang masuk situ by orang kata apa, by self-sponsored pun tak dapat masuk by self-sponsored pun, there is still a chance untuk korang fly with sponsors jugalah. So that's what I mean by Korea. UNICAN has a good support system. Diorang punya connection to Korean, sebab diorang dah biasa hantar budak ke Korean University. So diorang punya connection to Korean universities pun is really strong. So kalau korang mohon under UNICAL, orang kata apa, possibility untuk korang get accepted into university is very high lah, because we contact directly with the administration office. So I think kalau buat masuk university ni, you don't have to worry. UNICAL always have your back lah.
Maksudnya this Mira University ni memang cater to overseas students, ada cater lah.
Dia cater to Malaysian students sahaja.
Malaysian, okay.
Yes, because that's the first university waktu Tun Mahathir made the pandang like look east kan, tak silap look east punya policy, the first university yang we hantar student is to Donyang Miri. So to you know to orang kata apa in menyambut that bond, they do this kind of program. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Can you go to your second last slides yang tadi? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, this one. Your experience. Interview experience.
Oh, interview.
Okay, I just nak sum up a bit lah because I think you punya sharing is very comprehensive and it's like very on point. So a few points yang I nak highlight kan, it's very important and very good sharing lah Fat for tonight. Because like you said lah, all interview sessions ni memang different, memang dia akan bertukar-tukar every year kan. But the point to be taken is always the same. Macam you cakap tadi, first of all, it's like to be the best version of you. You do you kan. So that is the first point yang I nak highlight. And then I perasan you were observant. Because you said that once you got divided into a team, you perasan ada that your teammate, oh this person could be a leader. So why not I try to be a team player so that I can support him kan, sebab dia can be a leader. So you are very observant in that terms sebab let's say kalau kita dapat a team yang kita perasan, oh no one is there to actually lead, so why not we lead kan, yang lain support. So those things. So that thing you observant, second thing. And then that thing I think you are very proactive lah, because it's true that point of taking note of the time. I don't think that many students are aware lah on that. Sebab betul lah you cakap, we tend to focus on the assignment itself, on the task itself, sampai kita lupa other things yang interviewer would take into consideration. So yeah, I think it's very important on that. And yeah, thank you for the sharing session. Sangat-sangat.
Can I add one more point?
Yeah,
Because I forgot, sorry. Banyak sangat kan? I try to sampaikan. One more point waktu malam interview is one more important aspect is very important, is to speak when it's your time. Waktu interview. Jangan maybe waktu tu you guys have a lot of opinion and you want to shine, so you cakap banyak. Even jangan curi masa orang lain lah. That's my point. Kalau macam, because on my experience, there's one of my roommate ni, she obviously macam jenis pendiam. So the interviewer was like trying to help her. So dia tanya soalan, banyak tanya soalan kat dia lah. Because everyone kept on participating but not her. So waktu cakap, one of my teammate ni, dia jenis, I think she jenis yang semangat lah kan. So she banyak macam, oh kalau orang budak tak jawab, dia pergi kat dia jawab, can I answer? My opinion macam ni. So macam she kept on stealing her like the interview interviewee punya time, sampai one of the interviewer literally said, and this is what I literally quote, dia cakap, boleh tak awak senyap, kita nak dengar daripada interviewee 4 punya opinion. That's how bad kalau you guys keep on cutting people. So you have to know when is your time lah. Macam everyone need to have a fair play in the a fair play waktu interview. It's good for you to shine, but don't steal to everyone someone else punya time. So yeah, I think that's one of the thing I nak you guys ingat juga. Tapi jangan takut nak cakap pula. It's just that kalau ditanya orang lain, janganlah you guys nak pergi cut orang cakap.
I think we can say that it's true that we are competing with other candidates, but with respect, kan?
Yeah, true.
So kalau interviewer didn't ask specifically to you, then respect lah, be respectful to other candidates as well. Okay, we are actually, it's already 10 PM, but we have quite a number of questions. So is it okay for you kalau kita extend a bit? Maybe can go through a few questions.
Me ke?
You.
Oh, boleh. Okay. I'm sorry, I banyak pula explain.
No, it's fine. every single thing that you shared tu semua penting. So okay. Alright, okay, let's start. Okay, most of the questions came from Muhammad Bari. I'll start. Okay, dia tanya yang pasal literature tu, is it fully in Korean? Which I'm not sure literature apa yang dia trying to point out kat sini.
I think kalau based on the question lah, I would say kalau you are talking about Korean literature, yes, obviously the classes are going to be held in Korean. Kalau you guys risau pasal kelas, of course kalau ambil Korean literature, it's going to be taught in Korean. Tapi kalau for other subject, engineering subjects and animation subject ataupun subjek lain, you guys can choose lah whether you guys nak your classes to be in English or in Korean. So kalau korang worry macam tak faham ke, so you guys don't have to worry. The choice is yours lah on what kind of language yang korang the class is going to be held.
I see. So when you say that they can actually choose, maybe you can explain a bit about their metrics, study metrics lah. I rasa in Korea, macam contoh, what do you mean that bila they can choose it's either English or Korean classes? So does that mean they can actually choose their lecturers ke, or they have the freedom to susun timetable ke? So that kind of study metrics tu macam I share a bit lah, kalau kita kat local kan, we have attendance, those things. Lepas tu kita more to our percentage, more to final exam rather than macam assignments ke, test, quizzes, all that. So maybe Fat can share a bit lah macam mana matrix dia.
In form of class, then most of the class here ada selection, ada dua-dua. So contohnya I nak ambil course microprocessor, I nak ambil class microprocessor, there is a class yang lecturer ajar in English, there is a class also yang dia ajar in Korean. So it's up to you. Kalau jenis, sebab I rasa I had the same worry juga, macam the class kalau semua bahasa Korea aku faham ke. So kalau you guys risau, you guys can take English class. That's what I meant by there's both, ada both lah in English and also in Korean. Kalau bab susun jadual pula, of course my course specifically is we really had a great freedom untuk susun kelas. So subjek pun asal it is orang kata pun masuk dalam the credit punya pembahagian. Contohnya you cukup 32 kredit on general core subject, then korang dah boleh grade. So korang susun sendiri. Korang nak belajar more on AI ke, nak belajar more on robotik ke, benda tu korang boleh susun. And jadual pun kalau korang fikir, oh aku sem ni nak cuti Selasa, so you guys literally boleh kosongkan hari Selasa untuk korang ambil kelas-kelas kat hari lain. Itu satu. And untuk pembahagian markah by class is really different based on the lecturer. Some lecturer give up to 40% on attendance, ada yang bagi up to 1% je untuk attendance, ada yang bagi up to, I think the highest I've seen is like 40% on midterm, 40% final, ada yang bagi 20% midterm, 20% final, 20% assignment, 20% lab, benda-benda macam tu. So kadang-kadang subjek sama pun pembahagian berbeza mengikut lecturer, pembahagian markah. So itu antara benda yang kita orang as a student here in South Korea, kita akan pandang, kita akan tengoklah semua untuk daftar dek kelas lah.
I see. So macam it varies ikut lecturer lah kan, macam highly dependent on the lecturers itself. So it's like you students have the freedom to actually pick which lecturers punya style yang fit into you punya style lah kan. Okay. Alright. Okay, we talked about the library earlier. So ada orang tanya, I've been heard about some students making the library as their second home because maybe dia sebab study culture dia orang kan, they are very into academic and such. So is it true, dia tanya?
Yeah, it's true. I've seen like I said, I've seen orang bawa berus gigi and literally bawa bantal so that you know they can study, and bila diorang penat diorang tidur. Jadi diorang bangun dia sama study. Tapi benda ni really typical untuk korang tengok waktu midterm and final exam lah. Tapi time-time lain kosong sebenarnya library tu. So diorang jenis cram like tak last minute, like 1 week or 2 weeks before exam. It's going to be filled. You nak booking tempat pun it's a bit hard. Tapi yeah, it's a scene. Sebab that's not my style kan. So it's a funny scene for you to see lah, kena tengok.
So it's by season lah juga, exam season, so it's normal to see them sleeping around lah dekat library kan. Okay. And then alright, also from Muhammad Bari juga, few questions. First, is there any courses on psychology in Korea? I heard that you said just now yes, but maybe if you have additional points to add ke apa. And then secondly, was it hard for you to adapt living in Korea? Mungkin dari segi their living culture, because we know, I'm not sure lah, we know tu, I assume Koreans ni, they are very disciplined in terms of diorang punya living culture, and then how they look at the environmental punya factor semua-semua tu kan. And then thirdly, can we have part-time jobs while studying in Korea? So yeah, psychology course, adaptation, living in Korea, and part-time jobs while studying.
First, psychology course, yes, they offer. Tapi I would say not my university. University, of course, ada offer, but I wouldn't recommend my university. Like, you know, like I said, every university have their own pride. So mine is on computer science, engineering, and also pharmacies. So kalau psychology, you have to find, I would recommend you to tengok university yang take pride on their medicine punya part. So yes, there is offer. And kalau nak masuk by MARA and GPA, I don't think there is the opportunity, but please tengok on KJSP. KJSP is really good sponsorship lah. It's because one of my seniors, she just went back, she's under the KJSP and she took dentistry. And yeah, orang kata apa, biasanya kalau you under KJSP, you are going to be grouped in a very orang kata apa, a very good environment of people lah. The group of KJSP is really positive. They are going to help each other. So macam she even got an award for her thesis, for the best award in the university. That was really, buat saya terkejut lah, because you know, seeing a Malaysian beating all other Korean, when Korean is really serious with education, but we won. That kind of thing is a great sight to see lah. And itu untuk psychology. So just find sponsors for you, ataupun you can, kalau you have the financial stability, do come on your own. Seterusnya, adapting to Korean. I think adapting life in Korea is not that hard. I would say it's nak kata there's no racism. I wouldn't say there's zero racism, because there will be a lie lah, because even in our country yang ada pelbagai kaum ni pun ada racism, apatah lagi negara yang ada satu race. Tipulah kalau saya cakap tak ada racism yang berlaku. But obviously it's jarang gila nampak. Like I've only faced racism like once. Itu pun waktu tu sebab it's sebab corona actually. So waktu tu baru start corona, everyone is panicking. Like the whole country was panicking waktu tu. So yeah, as you can see, if you wear mask, my mata sepet is not helping lah. So yeah, that is a part yang I think itu je yang I pernah kena. Yang lain semua tak ada. Islamophobia tak ada, because sebab diorang is still learning about Muslim tau. So kalau you guys datang, it's really common untuk tanya, oh kenapa pakai tudung, tak panas ke? But that's not them being racist, they just curious. Sebab dia tak tahu, dia tak belajar. Sampai right now, Korean government pun tengah buat campaign on halal restaurant, just to get the word out, the halal food exists. And that is one of the thing I rasa bagus. Lepas tu adapting, I rasa macam okay. There's not much trouble lah, there's not much orang kata culture shock ke semua. No, there's not much. I think personally itu je yang kalau about adapting. Kalau korang ada spesifik lagi, sila tanya.
Maybe you can touch about friends. Macam is it easy to make friends with the Koreans ke?
Kalau make friends, the opportunity is always there. I would say I've gone to buddy program and a mentoring program where you know you got paired with a Korean untuk korang make friends. So the opportunity is there. Tapi kalau nak buat typical, nak buat kawan dengan classmate, it's a bit hard sebab dia macam dia tengok foreigner ni, dia takut kita tak faham bahasa Korea. So even though you are good in Korean, you cakap bahasa Korea pun, they are still scared lah sebab dia tak tahu you pandai Korea. Because you know, I have the experience yang macam I'm in a class and my groupmate are all Korean, so I cakap lah Korea. So tapi dia orang takut, dia orang balas English. So like it's a funny conversation, I keep on cakap bahasa Korea, dia keep on balas bahasa Inggeris. So benda macam tu pun kadang-kadang normal. Tapi kalau I would say, kalau you actually, this is what I see, kalau dalam kelas tu you seorang je Malaysian, memang senang untuk you guys buat friend. Tapi kalau you guys jenis stick with your friends a lot, we Malaysians tend to stick together in a group. So the opportunity untuk bergaul pun tak ada. So it's not their fault lah kalau dia orang tak approach you. Benda macam tu lah, you need to approach them lah sebab dia orang risau. Macam kita, kalau kita belajar like my third language is Korean kan. Of course I'm insecure about my third language. Same to them. They are insecure about their English. So benda macam tu.
But academic wise, are they competitive? Like I rasa between them they are very competitive kan, macam in terms of results ke, benda-benda macam tu. So does that give some contributing to your stress ke apa benda, rasa macam pressure tak if they are competitive macam tu?
I would say kalau nak cakap pasal kompetitif, the competitiveness is there because of the bell curve ataupun kat sini kita panggil Sangde Pyongga. So because of that, like sebelum you masuk pun dah ada dah 50% is going to get A, another 40% is going to get B, 10% is automatic going to fail. Benda macam tu lah. Contohlah, it's all set by the university. So and it's really common, semua university macam tu. So sometimes there's always two kind of situation, which is what I think I think that I wouldn't say I'm stressed out lah, tapi I rasa macam geram dekat Korea is when these two situation happen lah. Satu, I face both. Okay, satu is when everyone is cemerlang. So at that point 80, kalau if you get 90, there is still possibility untuk you dapat C. We have seen seniors yang 97 dapat C because semua orang dapat 99, ramai sangat dapat 99, ramai sangat dapat 98, sampai 97 tu jadi C. That benda tu exist, tapi jarang berlaku lah. It's a certain class, like I say, you choose your class. So setiap kelas pun ada lain percentage. Kalau kelas English, there's more percentage of A. Kelas Korean, there's less percentage of A. Sebab it's easier for them lah. Sebab dia nampak on local kan, it's easier for them. So that's why there's less percentage of A. So Korean pun banyak nak ambil English class lah. Itu satu. Ataupun everyone is struggling. So tapi of course lah dia ada lulus point kan. So kalau you guys dapat 60 pun, but because everyone is 50, you get an A plus because of that 60. So both situation exist. So I would say I'm stressed about the competition sebab I rasa of course kita tahu Koreans is really a community punya kind of people tau. So they do a lot of things for the community. That's why Korea, I think among the things yang buat Korea is a safe country for corona, sebab semua orang pakai mask so that everyone else tak sakit. Benda macam tu. It's for everyone's sake. Tapi when it comes to studying, they are a bit individualistic. So they're more to my study and also my results. So dia orang jarang compare lah. Dia orang memang jarang compare because they only care about their results sebab dia orang yang usaha kan. It's their height. Kalau you guys study lebih, dia tahu kalau dia study lebih, dia dapat lebih. Kalau dia study kurang, dia akan dapat kurang. Benda macam tu lah.
Okay, sorry, banyak pula I tanya on this kan. But when you mention individualistic in terms of when it comes to study, so I would say macam it's not easy lah kalau nak minta dia help ke like group study semua tu macam mana? You pernah ke group study with Koreans or like you do with Malaysians only?
I do. I rasa I pernah, of course. Sebab I bukan jenis yang study group. Tapi I've of course kita ada team project kan, so there are times you need help and they are very helpful. I can say that they are very helpful. They are always willing to help, but you kena minta. They are not going to offer help macam tu je. Sebab you know like I said, you know, they have their own studying to do, they need to take care of their own, diorang pun banyak kerja part time sendiri juga. So kalau you minta baru dia akan tolong. You tak boleh expect macam, aku tengah tak faham seorang ni, someone tolonglah. Tak. You need help, minta je. Dia akan tolong. Tapi kena minta, itu je.
Okay, faham. Alright, you may proceed to the next question about part-time.
Okay, so part-time, for JPA students, you are not allowed to work part-time, but that kind of restriction is not there untuk other sponsors, including Mara lah. Even I've seen pegawai Mara yang handle, like timbalan pengarah Mara yang handle kita orang pun, dia cakap, kan nak kerja lah, dapat duit lebih. Dia literally macam tu. So working part-time is boleh kalau kita student Mara. And dia ada limit based on your language proficiency. Okay, this is a bit funny kan, tapi dia memang ada that limit. So kalau korang nak kerja, korang kena apply kerja and kena inform immigration. So immigration akan based on your Korean proficiency, atau kalau korang English track, your English proficiency punya sijil pun diterima. So kalau contohnya kalau korang lepas the topic tadi level 5, you guys get unlimited hours untuk weekend. Tapi kalau korang tak lepas, you guys get 20 hours maximum per week. Benda macam tu. So there's your tu pun take place and also take into account, and also your year. So first year get less number of working hours rather than kalau korang kerja waktu fourth year. Fourth year get more working hours punya tu. Sebab dia tak nak korang bekerja sampai neglect korang punya pembelajaran.
Okay, I hope that answers lah kepada sesiapa yang bertanya tadi. Alright, you mentioned earlier, you punya university, their focus are more towards engineering, software and also pharmacy kan. So someone asked, is it possible for diploma pharmacy student continue their study for degree at your university?
At my university, I rasa supposedly boleh, apply je, there's no problem.
Because I rasa pun it would be macam permohonan biasa lah kan, macam orang nak masuk degree macam tu.
Macam permohonan biasa je, you just apply as a normal admission lah.
Ya, betul. Okay. Next, okay, for bidang dental or medicine, ada ke dekat Korea? Because I've heard that they don't take overseas students ataupun like student luar, and they just took their students like locals lah kot. So betul ke?
I see. I rasa tidak, because like I said, I have a senior yang juga yang under KJSP scholar yang under dentistry, and you know she's excelling. Cuma dentistry is a tricky, it's a tricky course. Sebab in South Korea there's two type of belajar bahagian dentistry ni. Satu dentistry, satu is dental hygienist. So apa yang korang belajar is very similar, tapi bezanya dia tak ambil subjek-subjek surgery. So kalau korang masuk under dental hygienist, korang tak dapat nak jadi dental kat Malaysia. It's that sebab kalau kat Korea ada dua, ada orang yang dental, ada yang hygienist ni kalau cuci gigi, braces, benda macam tu. Tapi kalau pakai surgery ke semua, kena dentist. So macam kalau korang nak apply by dentistry, please be aware of the two different subjects yang ada.
Macam some kind of a dental nurse lah macam tu.
Dia macam dental nurse ya.
Macam nurse. Okay, alright. That's a new thing to know. Okay, there's a question about how was the pressure in educational there. Mungkin ada banyak saingan dekat sana, which I rasa Fat dah explain about this tadi kan. Macam I think you yourself pun sebenarnya seorang yang sangat I would say friendly, and you macam not that afraid to make friends kan. So I think that's a good personality to have lah. Kalau tak kisahlah you belajar abroad mana-mana pun, it's a good personality for you to develop actually. Sebab it's good lah, no matter tak kisahlah abroad pun, even if you do it local, I think that is something that you need to maybe enhance sikit dalam diri you, so that you can actually bergaul dengan ramai orang. So that pressure to maybe can be lesser lah kan. And you said earlier they are okay, they are fine to help, provided that if we ask. Yelah, mana orang nak tahu kalau kita struggle sendiri seorang-seorang kan. Okay, and then ada juga question is, okay, this one is quite interesting. Good. Is there any beauty standard between students there?
Between students?
Appearance, yeah, because we know like from entertainment kan is quite obvious kan, maybe we can see lah, we assume Koreans might have their own standards on appearance. So is it obvious ke macam mana ke kalau kat university life?
I rasa based on my university life, as a student, beauty standards tak main peranan pun in your student life. But unless you are targeting to get like a Korean boyfriend, then of course beauty standards play a role lah. Sebab, you know, Korean have high beauty standards, tapi to them we are actually cantik lah. Foreigner ni, because you know we are unique, we are exotic. So we are different. So like I said, diorang kan satu bangsa saja. So they don't really see muka jowok sikit macam ni, tak ada. So yeah, I think kalau nak macam if there is an issue on beauty standards, macam tak ada. I tak nampak pun. I tak pernah rasa I nampak, and I've read pun tak pernah on beauty standard issues among foreigner, among Korean and foreigner. Tapi among them, I don't know lah. It's up to them lah.
Okay, faham. Okay, this is more on your language. How long did you take for you to fluent in Korean? Maksudnya time you dekat Uni KL, you dekat level mana, lepas tu bila you dah masuk first year degree, you level mana, and up to now, macam how do you see yourself in speaking Korean language lah, the fluency tu?
I rasa I myself right now, I tak rasa pun I'm fluent. You know, of course there's still more for me to improve. Tapi I would say Uni KL is a place for you to build your foundation. Tapi you know, since you know kita semua Melayu, and you know we talk Malay or English to each other, ataupun like if you bukan Melayu pun, you know we talk Malay or English to each other, so there's not much to practice. But I think my base, like my foundation of my language is there. Waktu Uni KL, tapi bila datang sini baru I ada opportunity to practice. You know, kalau you cakap dengan foreigner lain, you cakap dengan Korean, you cakap dengan Japanese, dengan Hong Kong, like Chinese, dekat sini dia orang tak tahu English. English is not orang kata apa, is not the middle, orang kata apa, the bahasa pertengahan untuk kita berhubung. So walau macam mana teruk pun, you need to use Korean. So diorang pun walau macam mana teruk pun, you need to use Korean. So that is the time you guys akan automatic, dia macam automatic akan improve lah, orang cakap. Waktu korang kat Korea, apalagi jumpa Ajuma, Ajushi, nak order makanan, nak tanya, it's all, waktu itulah korang akan automatic improve, your brain pun automatic akan work. Sebab you know, contohnya you selesai, you are desperate to find a way, your brain automatic tiba-tiba you terus macam advance terus dalam Korean, semua faham semua, terus boleh faham. I think macam itulah. I think you need to have the first hand experience kat sini untuk you guys to be fluent lah. Tapi boleh je kalau you guys can do it in Malaysia, then it's tahniah lah, it's good for you lah. But I personally I can't do that. Macam itulah, ikut orang lah, berbeza.
But can you actually you boleh lah kan watch K-drama ke or listen to Korean songs without the subs?
Right. I Korean drama boleh, tapi lagu tak, sebab lagu Korean kan banyak rap, so macam I malas nak brain. Faham ke?
Okay.
Going to use a lot of my brain energy untuk I translate everything. Tapi kalau macam dengar saja tu kita faham je lah dia cakap pasal apa. Tapi untuk faham satu-satu tu, I'm saving my brain energy for my studies lah. That lah.
Okay, this one question quite be a bit specific lah, if you don't mind to share. For Mara YTP, do they fully sponsor the students or you need to pay back some amount of the study? Is there any weightage or percentage paying back from Nazri?
On this topic, I would say it's different every year, but I think starting from my year, there's no such thing as full scholarship anymore by Mara and GPA. GPA are on contract, means you know kalau you guys belajar sini 6 semester, 8 semester, means you have a bond of 8 years dengan kerajaan Malaysia. But in Mara, our choice is only pembayaran balik, pembayaran boleh ubah. our max kita orang kena bayar on my year, again different every year, tapi on my year kita orang kena bayar, kalau foundation ini KL free, tak payah bayar balik, tapi untuk degree kena bayar 15% maximum. Itu pun kalau you guys macam tak excel university, you guys dapat 2.5 je. Kalau korang tak excel pun 15%. Tapi cuba bayangkan kalau korang excel. Kalau korang excel, you can go up to 5%. Lepas tu kalau 5% ni pun dah balik, you guys boleh mohon untuk kurang lagi. Hantar your result to Mara, and Mara would consider kurangkan lagi. So I think pembayaran balik is not an issue lah. So Mara dia tak force sangat, dia cubalah get orang kata apa, encourage kita untuk study hard, untuk kita give back lah. Tapi kalau untuk the community, to our nation, for your nation lah.
Okay, good. Clear. Okay, last question. Ada course dermatologist tak dekat sana?
Dermatologist, I think there is, but I don't think there's any Malaysian yang ambil dermatologist setakat ni dekat sini.
Okay. Okay, maybe you pun not very familiar with it lah kan, sebab since start you. Alright, may I know like for your batch kan berapa orang Malaysians?
Malaysians, my batch.
Your batch.
Okay, like I said, there is
under Mara.
Under Mara sahaja is our batch is around 25 if I'm not wrong, or 23 macam tu. Kalau keseluruhan termasuk pelajar JPA is around 80 something. But kalau nak cakap pasal Malaysian, macam like I said, we have a student body kat sini, PPMK, and tak semua orang berdaftar with the associations. But okay, of course it's your choice nak join or not. So kalau tak berdaftar, like yang berdaftar hanya 300 total, tapi actually there's more. There's hundreds more yang by sponsors, by the university sponsored. So macam I can't give you the exact number kalau the whole batch, tapi kalau by berdaftar it's 80 lah my batch.
I see. Alright. Okay. So with that, we actually, that's the last question for the day, for the night. Alright. Okay. Maybe last lah. Final. What are your tips or advices for students who are interested to study in Korea? Maybe the overall tips lah daripada their first process to actually apply for scholarships, or even if they have their own financial support, what are the tips before going there?
I rasa my main tips untuk kalau about sponsors is there's always a sponsor for you. So don't worry about your result benda dah, you get ready, dah dapat your results. There's nothing you can do to change, but there is always opportunity untuk you dapat sponsors. So you just need to find the right one that is, catered for you. Tapi kalau overall before datang ke Korea, I would say don't expect all the drama to be true lah. That's all, obviously. I cakap jangan datang sebab minat K-pop, benda macam tu, sebab I'm not saying that minat K-pop is a bad thing. I'm saying that if you expect too much when you come here, and it's not all K-drama, it's not all K-pop, then you sendiri akan kecewa. So come for the education, but everything else is a plus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Very good one. All right, so yeah, I believe that's the end of our session. Okay, before I proceed to the penutup, someone actually make a request for you to cakap Korea sikit. Maybe anything?
Anything. I selalu kalau dapat ni tak tahu nak cakap apa, sebab dia cakap Korea tapi tak tahu nak cakap apa kan. Tapi itulah.
Best wishes lah, best wishes.
Okay. 여러분 그렇게 가지 걱정하지 마시고 그냥 그대로 해. 어차피 어차피 다 인생, 다 사람이니까 이거 우리 인생이니까. Yo.
Okay, can I try to translate that? To all of you, don't worry too much. Just let it be. It's you yourself and it's your life yourself, I guess.
Tepat sekali.
I boleh pergi Korea.
Taslim, macam mana Taslim ni?
Tengok Korea drama hari-hari cikgu. Simple.
Ui, Taslim, kuat sangat.
Alright, okay, Alhamdulillah. I think that's the end of our session lah tonight. Okay, biar saya tutup dulu sesi kita untuk malam ni. Again, terima kasih banyak-banyak to Fat, our speaker tonight. We wish you all the best. I believe you are already in your third year, so good luck in your final year nanti, insyaAllah. Okay, so before I end, again I nak cakap terima kasih kepada rakan-rakan strategi ANSARA Taiping sendiri, Amas Media, TNF Energy dan juga Outpost Taiping. Tomorrow we're going to have a session juga insyaAllah for this ANSARA Muda Higher Education Series. Other than that, don't forget to follow our Facebook, ANSARA Cawangan Taiping, our Instagram and also Twitter, ANSARA Taiping, and our channel YouTube, ANSARA Taiping. So if you guys know your friends yang interested to go to Korea tapi miss this session tonight, can always ask them to tengok balik our recording dekat YouTube lah, ANSARA Taiping insyaAllah. So kita tutup majlis kita hari ini dengan bacaan tasbih, kafarah dan surah Tu'as. Thank you everyone for your time.